Hockenheim has something of a fabled place in Formula One history, joining the calendar for the very first time in 1970. The circuit itself was an incredible juxtaposition between the long, high-speed stretches through the forest and the tight, tricky technical stadium section at the end. The layout itself, though, has seen many changes over the years, most notably the addition of 3 chicanes which sought to avoid the tragedies of the past. One part that hasn't changed much is the stadium section and the opening sector of the lap. We've seen it all here, from start line launches to first corner mayhem. But it's on the run down to turn 2 where things have changed the most. Sweeping off to the right and skirting the edge of the forest today, there was a time when the track stretched long into the leafy darkness. We've all got our memories of these long blasts through the woods, engines screaming, sparks flying as drivers ran wheel to wheel, side by side down the narrow track. But the old track had its share of tragedy too. Before it became a Formula One fixture, Hockenheim had already taken the life of one of the sport's true greats. Jim Clark was killed here amongst the trees in a Formula 2 race in 1968. Named in honour of Clark, the first chicane was a huge braking zone that caught out even the best in Formula One. A rookie Ayrton Senna lost it here in '84. Gerhard Berger took a high-flying ride over the curbs in '89, and many others missed their breaking point with race-changing consequences. 12 years after Clark's accident, Patrick Depailler lost his life at the high-speed Ost curve, a suspension failure sending his car upside down and over the barriers. Nelson Piquet famously collided with Eliseo Salazar in 1982 while lapping him, an accident that infuriated the Brazilian. Senna had a similar moment lapping Alio in 1988, although Senna escaped unscathed. Carrying speed on exit was so important here because it led onto another one of Hockenheim's long straights. It was here in 1993 that a puncture cost Damon Hill his maiden F1 win. And so finally to where the old meets back up with the new at the hairpin, scene of so many nail-biting and thrilling moves over the years. Prior to 2002 though, this was the point the cars entered the third chicane, named the Senna chicane in 1994. It took guts to try and move on a driver into the fast entry. Sometimes they were successful, but not always. Today's turn 12 remains a super fast, super demanding corner, but in the days of the old circuit, it was approached at over 200 miles an hour at the end of a long straight, and as a result, was no stranger to major incident. Hockenheim is a track steeped in history, memories created from both sorrow and joy, but perhaps what marks it out most of all was its propensity to provide the potential of the unknown, a track where really anything was possible. One wonders what lies in store as Formula One returns to Germany in 2018.